How's it going, everybody? This is Marcus. Just got through finished watching Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania with my friend Alan. It was incredible. We actually saw it opening night, so it was incredible. I'm gonna give you guys my synopsis. So just to let you guys know, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. So if you guys haven't seen Ant-Man 3, go and check it out. It's awesome. It was incredible. It's definitely great, especially for nerds like us. So you'll definitely enjoy it, you guys. It's great for everybody. But it was awesome. But before I get started, thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. And for those who are new to my channel, do me a solid. Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications whenever I drop a video. And we're going to always keep this thing rolling, you guys. So let's get right into it. So Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, definitely awesome. Jonathan Majors killed this role as Kang the Conqueror. It's definitely setting up to where Kang is going to be a major threat in the MCU. He's already a major threat in the comics already, so he's definitely going to be a potential major threat in the MCU, and I'm definitely excited for it. So I'm gonna tell you guys the end credit scenes too, because the end credit scenes is definitely hype though. So just to talk about just the movie in itself, the special effects was amazing. It's pretty much what you would expect in every Marvel movie. Of course, I've seen all of the MCU films since its inception of the MCU back in 2008, and of course I've seen all of the other superhero films like Spider-Man, Blade, and Ghost Rider, and several others. But since the MCU started, I've always seen every end credit scenes, and it's definitely awesome too though. So, but the character Kang is just incredible. Of course, Kang came out in 1964, so he's pretty much fits more and more of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four villain, but he's basically a villain of all of the Marvel Universe regardless though. So basically, Kang the Conqueror wants to conquer all of time. That's just his motive, basically, his MO. So that's practically it though, just to sum up Kang in general though. But basically the scene in this movie takes place right after Avengers Endgame. And so basically after Endgame, you had like at least just Scott Lang basically being praised as a hero. So after when he was praised as a hero, he's been respected by his community. He has a daughter, Cassie. Cassie's older now, and she ends up becoming her own hero by the name of Stature. So that's actually pretty cool. It's in the comics as well, though. So, but basically, the quantum realm, which is basically the theme of the whole thing, all Scott's family were sucked into the quantum realm. Janet Van Dyne actually met Kang the Conqueror in the quantum realm, which is a secret that she kept from her family for so many years because she was trapped there, which was previously explored in the first Ant-Man film. Of course, Michelle Pfeiffer killed it as Janet Van Dyne, of course, and then of course Henry Pym, played by Kirk Douglas, amazing actor too. They all did great. The entire cast was just phenomenal though. But they all went into the quantum realm. They end up meeting Kang the Conqueror, and then Kang makes a deal with Scott that if there's a core that has to be captured and that Kang wants to use to get out of the quantum realm, because he actually conquered the quantum realm already, pun intended. But basically, after when he conquered the quantum realm, he wants to actually go into the outside world. And so Ant-Man and the family, they end up meeting freedom fighters there. Jentora was awesome, definitely incredible for sure. And of course, Jentora's in the comics. She's played by Katie O'Brien. She's gorgeous, by the way. She kind of gives me Xena Warrior Princess vibes, so definitely amazing though. But anyway, just to make the long story short, in the final scene, Ant-Man ends up fighting Kang before he went back to his home for sure. And then Kang was actually sucked into his portal. Hasn't really been known if he met his end or not, but I'll get to that, especially how the end credit scenes will tie into it. But anyway, after when they left the quantum realm, they celebrated Cassie's birthday, even though it wasn't technically her birthday, but they ended up celebrating afterwards. So now let's talk about the end credit scene. So the end credit scene was epic. It definitely sets up how Kang is going to be the next big bad guy in the MCU. Like I said, he's already a threat in the Marvel Universe anyway, But the fact that they're going to make them to be the next big threat after Thanos in the MCU is definitely going to be amazing. So at the end credit scene, we actually get a look at the councils of Kang. We see Kang's variants. We saw Ramatut, Immortus, and it looked like it was Kang Prime more than likely, but it kind of looks like a Celestial basically. Basically it was like a combination of both like a Celestial or the High Evolutionary. But regardless, the Kang Prime outfit was incredible. We marked out when we saw Immortus, Ramatut, and Kang Prime. And then we actually see all the other Kangs that were celebrating because there were like different variants of Kangs at the end credit scenes. We all marked out. Guys were looking at me and Alan. We were like marking out the entire time. So we saw like couples that were looking at us at the same time, like what just happened. So, but it was just definitely exciting. And also there's a second end credit scene. We actually get a short glimpse of Loki season 2. Loki season 2 is gonna definitely play where Kang the Conqueror is gonna make an appearance. In this one, he's a stage actor. And so Loki sits in the audience with Mobius, and they practically are trying to investigate the next threat of Kang. Of course, if you guys have already seen the season finale of Loki, He Who Remains is another variant of Kang the Conqueror as well. And so after when Sylvie used her dagger to stab Kang, or basically He Who Remains, it's still Kang though, regardless though. But after when she stabbed Kang in the heart, basically he warned her that if he ends up dying, then the whole multiverse and his whole variance of Kang will come unraveled. And you practically see that at the beginning scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania though. So, but regardless, you guys, Immortus and Ramatut, it was just icing on the cake because it definitely, especially for those who are also fans of the comic material as well, this is actually really good news because the fact of the matter is that it's definitely setting up to the point to where you know what Kang is about and how Kang is going to be the next big bad guy, not only in the MCU, but he's also a threat in the Marvel Universe as well. So you kind of have a good idea of what Kang is like anyway though. So for those who are not confused with the end credit scenes, you'll ask questions and ask people like me or Alan or any other nerds about what just happened though. But for those who know the comic book material, then you'll know exactly what it's about and you know how big of a threat Kang is though. Like I saw the Real Rejects review, Greg Alba and John Humphreys, and they were talking about their review about this and how there's like different opinions about the end credit scenes. But the thing is like I told them, I wrote to them basically saying that if anybody that knows the comic book material, it's not cringe at all. Because if you know who Kang the Conqueror is, then you'll understand how big of a threat Kang actually is next to Thanos, and it actually makes him a more powerful threat compared to Thanos anyway. As a matter of fact, in the comics, Kang and Thanos actually fought together, and Kang ended up beating Thanos. That just goes to show you how powerful Kang is regardless though. Think about it like this. I mean, Thanos isn't really much of a threat because of the Infinity Stones and the Infinity Gauntlet. Without the Infinity Gems and the Gauntlet, Thanos is just an overgrown, big, purple, eternal, raisin, double chin guy. That's it. But the guy that can control time like Kang the Conqueror, that's a major threat though. So I'm definitely excited to see where this is all going to go, you guys. Especially seeing the Councils of Kang. That was amazing. So basically seeing them and then know what the future is going to be like is definitely going to be amazing. So that's the reason why I'm so excited, not only for the second season of Loki, but also with the Kang Dynasty and what Secret Wars is going to be like as well though. I mentioned this many times with you guys of what Secret Wars is going to be like. It's definitely going to be a mix between the 1984 series and the 2015 series written by Jonathan Hickman. So there's definitely going to be some elements of what Jim Shooter did and Jonathan Hickman as well though. But regardless, I'm totally excited, you guys. But Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, definitely an A+. I enjoyed the film. It was incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future is going to be like for the Kang saga. The multiverse saga is definitely going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing it all. And on top of that, where the stories are going to go. And also, just to let you guys know, nobody died. Like, everybody practically just survived. Well, one case except for MODOK. MODOK pretty much met his end, but that was pretty much it though. Who knows? We might get MODOK returning in the future MCU roles anyway. And like I said, MODOK only goes by just multiple identities anyway though. So there's been at least 2 people who became MODOK, and that was like George Talton, who was a scientist, and then of course there's a female MODOK as well. So that's practically it though. But other than that, Jonathan Majors killed it. Kang the Conqueror is by far one of my favorite villains, next to Dr. Doom and Mr. Sinister, Apocalypse. That's practically it though. So, and then on top of that, we might get a whole reference of mutants as well. And then I have a feeling that when the X-Men do show up eventually, we'll probably get a really great interpretation of Apocalypse as well though. So, not saying that Oscar Isaac did a really great job, because Oscar Isaac played Mark Spector Moon Knight too, Stephen Grant Moon Knight. But as far as like what Apocalypse goes, we'll have a good interpretation of Apocalypse too. But we actually got like a sick interpretation of Ramatut too. So, besides the point, you guys, it was amazing. Definitely go check it out. And you'll definitely won't be sorry for sure, you guys though. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what your opinions are. And you guys have any questions about anything, just let me know in the comments down below. I enjoyed it. My friend Alan enjoyed it. My bro Alan, we both enjoyed it. It was incredible. And everybody enjoyed it. It was a packed crowd too. And like I said, we marked out when we saw the Councils of Kang. So it's so amazing. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Jonathan Majors as Kang again, especially in the future. He's an incredible actor, one of my favorite actors for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing Creed 3 as well, when he plays Adonis Creed childhood friend. So it's definitely gonna be awesome. But regardless of the point, you guys, Ant-Man 3 was amazing. Definitely worth checking it out. And I'm definitely gonna watch it again whenever it drops on Disney Plus. So it's definitely going to be amazing, you guys. So, but again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You guys won't be sorry for seeing Ant-Man 3. It's definitely going to be amazing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you guys also subscribe to the Real Rejects too, they're amazing. I'll put their review on the bottom of my subscription. I actually got likes from them before too, so they're great guys. I love Greg Alba, Jonathan Humphreys, all those guys. They're amazing. So I love the Real Rejects crew. So I'll put their description on the bottom of my description for sure though. I'll put their link in the bottom of the description though. So, but anyway guys, thank y'all for your support. Love y'all. Excelsior. I'll catch y'all on the next one.